Truth, lies, shenanigans.
Lord,
All
this badass kitty of mine. Woo!
right. All right. So I'm going to take the next one and see how fast we can go through it. All right. So I am scrolling through news articles and I run across this headline that says NBC reports that Biden hopes to avoid divisive Trump investigations. Basically, Biden is saying to advisors that he doesn't want his administration to be consumed by investigations into Trump and that they will further divide this country. Um, Now, I get Biden's desire to reunite the country, but Trump lied, cheated, and stole his way into and throughout his presidency. And I personally think he deserves to be in jail. My question to you guys is, will we ever see justice with Trump in jail, or are the Dems going to punk out like they always do? Rob B.
I'm not going to call it punking out. But it's definitely poor form to have your former president incarcerated. Although he's a very special brand, he's done some horrible, horrible things. Um, yeah, I really don't see it happening. And honestly, the new administration has so many problems that they're inheriting that have been created so quickly over the last 4 years. Focus on the American people, focus on the issues at hand, and revisit Trump as an afterthought, because that's what he should be after this transition of power.
Okay, Lizzie.
Like I said previously, when we were talking about this topic in pre-show, I have been discussing this for the last 24 hours. I agree with Joe Biden. Why should his presidency be consumed with whether or not Donald Trump is indicted and goes to jail, especially when you consider, and this is what a lot of people don't know, there's a difference between federal investigations and state investigations. So what Biden is speaking to is federal investigations,
That's all he can
where
control, yes.
all he can control, where the stronger cases are with the state investigations. New York State is chomping at the bit, ready to pounce. They are waiting for him to leave office so they could jump on him. It's because of the investigations with New York State that we know about his alleged tax fraud. They're ready. And the Justice Department has no say so over what individual states do with their investigation. So I'm with Biden. Like, why should I have my administration? And I'm talking just about his administration, not the Justice Department that he formulates, puts together, but just his administration. Why should he be the president who's like, okay, I'm going to get Trump. I'm going to focus on putting Trump in jail when we have a pandemic? We have a country that is at each other's throats. Let the states handle him because the cases are stronger with the states. And just because he says that I don't want my administration to be consumed doesn't mean that he's going to ignore it. He's saying Trump is not the only issue in town. We have real business that we need to get to. This guy's a criminal. Let the actual people who can put him in jail without having him be pardoned a couple of years down the road, let them work on it.
Yeah, because he can only pardon him from federal crimes. But with that being said, I don't know. I agree with you in that, we do need to reunite the country because the country is divided because of Trump. And yes, by doing all the investigations, it could further divide the country. I get all of that. But I personally continue to be pissed off at Trump, and I would like to see him put in jail. Now, I hope
You think
you're
Biden
right,
is pissed off at Trump?
but
You
I,
think
I,
Biden?
I think, and I'm just so used to like Dems in general backing down, backing off, for the better of the country, which is great, and it is for the better of the country. But it really, sometimes, some people just deserve to, because, and you got to consider, Trump is not going to go away. He's going to have some significant influence if he's not, taken down.
but he cannot hide from these state lawsuits. He can hide from federal lawsuits.
I really
He
feel
can
like Biden can still influence those.
He can't.
He can
He
influence.
can't.
I feel. I don't know. These are all elected officials, so
Again, and you and I talked about this earlier this week. The state of New York doesn't give a
he
shit.
can't directly do it, but he can indirectly do it.
Doesn't give a shit about Joe Biden. Joe Biden is from Delaware. They don't care about. They are pissed.
I hope you're right.
They have been pissed off at Donald Trump since day one, especially now because with the new AG in New York, Miss Letitia James, she's not having it. Like they want this to happen. They are currently waiting for the Supreme Court again to rule on Trump's opposition to releasing his complete tax record. This has been going on for 2 years, and they have not taken their foot off of his neck. Let the state handle it.
All I can say is I hope you're right. I'm fine to do that, but I hope you're right. I just hope you're right. I hope they do it because, yeah, I just hope they do it. But there are federal crimes that the state can't. There's federal crimes that he had that the state cannot prosecute. So there was a lot of federal crimes that he broke.
Those cases aren't as strong as the state cases.
Fair enough.
That's what I'm trying to say, that those crimes, and he can be pardoned from those crimes.
Well, he can be, yes, by Biden. He can't be pre-Biden.
Or if Biden is out of office in 4 years.
That's true.
And another Republican comes in.
All right, we got some got some comments online. Mike Winter vehemently disagrees with me. Neo, you are wrong.
My brother.
Daria Winter also says, I agree with Elizabeth, so correct. Kevin Thaxton said, let the Big Apple eat Agent Orange. Jacqueline Robinson said, preach.
Already.
All right.
Shenanigans, truth, lies, shenanigans.